Welcome to 646. This is a class on environmental health and its relationship to social work. It is one of the few courses like this off in the country, and you guys are right on top of things because the class is an elective in the social work program. It examines the historical, philosophical, and values issues intrinsic to U.S. occupational environmental health policies. There are no issues more important for our future than how we address the environment. So this class will help you prepare for this as we move. This is an online section, which means there are 7 completely online modules. A module is approximately 2 weeks in duration. All the materials will be sent to you by email or in Campus Cruiser, so you will be able to follow along more or less at your own pace, although there are due dates that are hard and fast. Text. Here's the really good news. Being an environmental course, I want to minimize paper, so all of your readings are done online. Course evaluation. We have discussion posts, we have 1 written assignment, and we have 1 advocacy project, which will be some sort of presentational material. I'll go over these very shortly. In terms of class participation, you have to do 3 message board posts. You can do those message board posts on any of the topics I provide for you during the semester. So there are 7 modules. There'll be 7 opportunities to do a message board post. Each message board post is approximately 1 page. There will be a question on the syllabus at the end of each module that you will have to respond to, and a due date, a latest possible date for that message board. Then, during the semester, you must respond to 3 other people's posts sometime during the semester. They need not be the same issue or question that you addressed. So you may choose, for example, to respond to Module 1, but you didn't write a message board post for Module 1. Or you may write a message board post for number 1, but decide you're not interested in responding to somebody else. This means that it will be useful for you to follow along with what other people are writing, even if you don't respond to it, which will help to ensure that we have some degree of participation, which is a very useful thing in social work in general, and it does comprise 30% of your grade. The 3 message board posts, again, you have 3 out of 7 that you can choose. Each one's worth 5%, and you respond to 3 others, which again, each one is 5%. Then, on November 17th, you'll have an environmental problem paper. We'll discuss that shortly. And then on the last day of classes, you will submit a problem presentation activist plan, or at least something that will show some degree of activism in this area. So, altogether, the 6 posts/responses, the paper, and the presentation with activism plan. So I want to talk a little about the paper now because you might want to start thinking about that right away. I want you to select an environmental topic of interest to you and write a 10 to 15 page formal research paper. You can select any topic you want, but it must have a clear connection to social work practice, which in all honesty is just about anything. You may work with a partner on the project. Here are some examples of the kinds of things that would be appropriate for the class. The implications of global climate change on the poor in the U.S., or Pennsylvania, or Delaware, or Chester County, or the city of Chester. Something like toxic exposure, you could focus on lead or brownfield toxins, or any one of a number of other environmental risks. Asthma is on the rise, or exposure routes, eating fish from the Delaware River. Client awareness is something you might look at. Or even social work preparation, how we are prepared to deal with these issues. So this is a formal research paper. It will be due in early to mid-November. And then if you have any question about your topic, please feel free to contact me. People always ask about references. There should be 5 quality citations. More is better, but 5 is okay. And you will submit this under assignments as your environmental problem paper. The final assignment is problem presentation activist plan. Social work must take an active role in the environmental movement. So you have three options here. You can do a PowerPoint presentation. You can do a professional poster. We have the Student Research Day in April. You may choose to do a paper, a poster that you could present for there. Or you can do a policy brief that describes this that is suitable for sending to Congress folks. So we'll go over these in some detail as we get a little bit closer to the end of the class. But the main assignments, again, are your social work environmental problem paper and then this activist plan along with the message board posts. I want to give you a little bit of background on the message board posts here too. So during the class, again, 3 posts are required, and you must also respond to 3 classmate posts. So again, you have 6 times that you have to post something. Again, it could be your post, or excuse me, the same topic that you did your post on, or you can respond to somebody else's. It's entirely up to you. It's your responsibility to keep track of the posts. I will not count them until the last day of class, but I will provide you a grade within 10 days of your submission of each post. And the place for the posts are in Campus Cruiser under Message Board. You will see 7 module post possibilities there. So if you choose to write on the 3rd module, the question, it would go under the 3rd module space. If you reply to somebody on the 4th module question, you would place that in the 4th module space. When you post your one-page write-ups, be sure and place the word post in the header. So example post, Johnson, global warming. And when you respond, make sure you place reply to the person that wrote it and the topic. Your initial post should be 200 to 400 words. A reaction should be 100 to 150 words. A well-written post uses at least 1 APA citation to support your argument or answer. A well-written response need not have a citation, but should expand, rebut, or provide evidence that supports or counters the post. And the posts and the responses, deadlines can be submitted anytime before the listed due dates. So you will see, as you look at the syllabus, each week has the due date for that week's post. Again, 7 during the semester, anytime, any of the 7, you must do 3. Just make sure you meet those deadlines so I can get you your feedback and your grade in a timely manner. Questions? If you want to contact me, the best way is email, sckaufman@widener.edu. Those of you that had me before know I respond pretty quickly. I check my emails probably 15 times a day. My office hours are Wednesday, 9 to 12 and 2 to 3, Thursdays by appointment. You can also call me in my office, 499-1284. Not as good as email because I get back to email right away. It might be a couple days on phone. And I have a Google Voice phone number, but I'm having some trouble getting it to work. I will post that if I do get it to work. So I look forward to this class. Remember now that every module I will provide for you a lecture similar to this. There are also lecture notes that will be under shared files. Some readings, if they're not hyperlinked in your syllabus, will be in those shared files. And I look forward to this class with you. We've done this several times. It really does open students' eyes. I must warn you, some of it is kind of depressing. The world is changing quite rapidly and not for the best. This is our profession's opportunity to get involved and to do something positive in that respect. So, every 2 weeks, new module, I will send you a lecture similar to this little overview for the class. Any questions, please feel free to ask. And remember, it is very important that you look at emails from me because they do contain the links to these lectures and other content. Be well. Take care.